Shalom. Call halal YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon Camp down here in Tampa, Florida. Shalom to the 144,000. And real quick, I want to go into this dream I had the other night. All right, I had this dream, and it was like in the last 5 minutes. As one of them crazy dreams come in, the last 5 minutes of me having to go to sleep. Before my alarm clock went off and I had to wake up, I had this vision, or I had this dream that I believe it was a vision. And I've been thinking about it for the past couple of days, and I was just meditating on the spirit of whether or not I should go into it. But I believe the Lord gave me that dream, which could very well be a vision, to warn the flock, to warn you Israelite brothers and sisters out there, you brothers and sisters that are a part of this faith, because this devil's about to come down with great wrath, and I can grab that too. But let me start off with this right here. This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am Yahawah your power, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. All right, and I believe this dream was a vision. All right, and it was very spiritual. It was very spiritual, man. And I'll get right into it. Basically I had went to sleep, and the beginning of the dream is kind of it's kind of blurry, but I remember vividly remember faintly remembering me being at my job. I was at my job, and they had us go like on like this trip. I guess it was like kind of like a trip. They had put us on these buses, and we had left the job. It happened like during the day when everybody was at work and stuff. And they had us go on these buses, and they pretty much took us to like this grocery store, which I couldn't tell if it was a Walmart or not, but I believe it was like a Walmart. But I kind of think it wasn't, because it had windows. All right, it took us to like this grocery store, and they had everybody go inside of there, and then at first it was kind of funny. We was all playing around and stuff, glad, kind of happy to not be at work, and it wasn't just my job, but it was like people from other jobs came in there too. So the Walmart was packed, or this building was packed with people. It was packed, man. It was like it was like so many people in there. People were just sitting around. People were just talking, and I was kind of particular people that I knew from my job. We was like kind of laughing and playing and joking and stuff. But then as time went on in this dream, it started getting more and more serious, and as you see on the picture right here, I got on the screen, which I'm not saying it's exactly how I was going to go as it is in my vision, but who knows? I just know that the Lord gave me this vision, and I feel like, it's my responsibility to speak on it through the Spirit of Yahawadah to warn, the believers. So basically, as I was in this grocery store, it was like gradualism. Esau didn't come out right off the bat with it. He was doing it gradually. And at first they put us in there. Everybody was just in there chilling. Say, hey, yeah, you guys got to stay in here. Everybody just stay in for right now. And then everybody was cool, because the door was open. You could see outside. So everybody was okay. Yeah. You want to stay? All right. Yeah. Cool. Whatever. We'll stay. And as we were staying, in that building, as we was in that building, then all of a sudden the cops, and I saw like I'm down here in Florida. I saw these Florida, the Florida sheriffs or whatever. They started guarding the door. They started standing by the door, and they had shotguns, and then it went from, oh yeah, you guys should stay here, to now, oh yeah, now you can't leave, and they were guarding, the doors or whatever, and I was just like, what the hell going on? And I told myself, whenever you're, I was saying to myself in my head, and I said, whenever you're forced to be somewhere, and there's authorities blocking the door, you can't leave, and they're not telling you what's going on, you know, and in my mind it was like I said what does that mean? Quarantine. And I remember I had went to one of the, the guys in my job, that I'm kind of cool with. I went up to him and I asked him. I said, I said the same thing to him. I said, whenever you at whenever you locked in a building and you can't leave, and this, police, blocking the door with guns, what does that mean? And then he said it. He said quarantine. And this is a vision, bro. This is a vision I had. It was so clear and vivid. I woke up and I kind of like, at first I woke up and I kind of fell back to sleep, just to get more of the dream, and I went right back into the dream, But this, when I woke up for that last time, I was shook up, bro. I was kind of shook up, like, God damn, oh shit, it was heavy on my mind, it was heavy on my spirit. I could feel it. My woman, she woke up and I was telling her about it before I left to work. I had to tell her or somebody, first, it was heavy on me. Then I told the brothers and stuff. But basically, they was, and then people was like patrolling. It was like people from my job, like my the managers at my job and stuff, they was patrolling and stuff, but it's like, they was all in on it. It's like your job is going to be in on it. And this is a dream, basically, in this dream, I got the vibe that every single grocery store in your neighborhood, every single store, every single, rec center, any place where there's a lot of space, is going to be turned into a FEMA camp, okay, or concentration camp, whatever you want to call it. A damn internment camp, a re-education center, whatever you want to call it. You got all these names for it, but these places are going to be turned to pretty much, pretty much, prisons, up or set up prisons, you know. So as I'm in this vision, I'm walking around, and I'm just, scoping the area out, seeing what's going on. And they kept saying that, you would ask what was going on, and nobody knew. Nobody was saying you wasn't getting no information. And then I remember I was walking around, and I saw this individual. It was kind of like a person from my job versus a person that was it was kind of like this person from my job, but it also resembled like this Russian or Ukrainian woman. She was walking around patrolling, and I asked her, I was like, hey, yeah, like, what's going on? Or I said like, hey, when are we going to be able to leave? And she kind of looked at me with this blank face, like dead fucking serious, like, I don't know. I don't know. And she's saying, and she's like kind of backing up with a straight face. And she's like, you don't ask me that. You're not supposed to be asking that. You're not supposed to be asking that. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell? What the hell is this about? She kind of walked off, and I realized that after that moment, they all started like, watching me a lot more. The people that was like, patrolling the area, they started watching me a lot more. And then it's like after I asked that, these devils, they had on the windows, they had brought down like this metal cage from the windows, where it went from, okay, now I can kind of leave if I want. If I really want to leave, I can leave. But till now, oh, now you can't leave. And I realized, that's when everybody came to the realization that, damn, we're stuck. We're stuck here. And this is very how it may be in that day where the Lord may, have you cast it into a prison or these pop-up FEMA camps, And, she was just like, she was, the way that lady acted, it was like very serious. It was like, it went from, hey, yeah, we're going to come here, to, and then so, from that point, I was just like, what the fuck? I thought it was kind of weird, but she, she had that face like, no, like her words was, no, I don't know. You don't ask me that. You don't ask me that. And she like kind of walked away, and, she kind of like backed up and walked away and went to talking to the other people, whatever. The other people that were kind of like, patrolling as well. And that's when they started watching me and stuff, right? So they watching me, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So I go to the bathroom. I like go to the bathroom, and I went to the bathroom, and in the bathroom was weird. It was like pictures on the wall of people, of missing people who I guess that they were looking for. And it was all these pictures on the wall, and I saw like, it was Jake, it was Jake pictures. I saw like, so-called Negro, Hispanics, Native Indians on the wall, and it was their faces was like, looking for this person. Have you heard this person? Have you know about this person? Like they wanted these individuals, and as I'm in the bathroom, somebody knocked on the door, and it was my manager or whatever. He was like, yo, and I'm like, how the, why they follow me? Why they, follow me into the bathroom and stuff. So that's when I knew, like, okay, this is getting weird, right? And then all of a sudden, I opened the door and I talked to him, whatever, and he was like, hey, yo, yeah, we got food being delivered, so you could just chill, you could just chill, he was like, a free day off, and you get food, you could just chill, or he's like, he was like, you don't gotta work and you get food. And I was like, what the fuck? But that's when it really settled in. These motherfuckers ain't finna it's not trying to let us out of here. They are not going to let us go. And then it was like, after that I kind of woke up, but I was like, damn, like, it really started to dawn on me. That's when everybody came into, it was like at gradualism, and eventually everybody realized, wait a minute, we're stuck in here, and they're not going to let us out of here. They said they was getting food delivered and stuff, oh yeah, you gonna eat here and stuff, it's pretty much making you comfortable, because you wasn't leaving. And I thought it was spiritual that, in a dream, I heard quarantine twice, first from my own mind, and then out of the mouth of this guy I know, he said quarantine. And we know that Esau is about to bring this pestilence, back, these different, pestilences and stuff. So, who knows what they're about to do? Who knows what they got in the works, man? But it was crazy because, as I was in that place, and I didn't have fear, but I just knew something wasn't right. I knew something, what was definitely up. All right. So with that, I want to say that, hey, we're gonna come into situations where Lord may have us locked up, and I had many dreams of me being in FEMA camps or locked up in these camps, and the Lord will always make a way to escape. And in this particular dream, I didn't get that far into the dream, before I had to get up. My alarm clock went off, I had to get up and go to work. But AI and part of me did not want to get up. I wanted to go back to sleep and finish, seeing what that dream was about. But yeah, and these times we're coming into, they may lock some of us up. They may, you really ain't gonna be able to trust nobody. Like I said, my own damn job, they was in on it. It was like my own job. Like they, the managers and stuff, like they knew about it. They knew something that I ain't know, at least, and their goal is they're gonna try to lock people down, and in locking people down, oh yeah, that's another thing too. I knew that, and in this dream, I knew what was coming next, and it was going to be the charagma. All right, I knew in this dream that they was gonna, try to bring out this charagma. That's why they had everybody put into these buildings and, locked down. So then, in case you wanted to leave, this was going to be the stipulation. I knew that in my spirit. In the dream, I felt that in my spirit. Like, what the hell? And I'm like, what the hell going on? But I knew in my spirit they was getting ready to do something, because it's like they had us there for a reason, and it was kind of stalling until that moment came. But I knew that that's what it was going to be. It was going to be that charagma, man. Because whatever reason, if another pestilence or disease come like the C9, they're not going to say, oh yeah, you have a, you have a option to go and get it, from here or there, behind the CVS in this field. Nah, through the spirit, hey, they gonna put you in a bind and tell you, hey, you either got to take this or get beheaded. All right, and the best thing that you can do in a situation like that is to choose death, man. Okay, and strive for the truth unto death, and YAHAWASHI will fight for you. All right, so that's pretty much the point. I just want to touch on that real quick, but I want to grab a few scriptures going into Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, which means destruction, to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And in this vision, I felt that it was like, they kind of, devised a cunning way to get everybody in these particular buildings, and this devil, it's what the spirit he's in. He's in the spirit of speeding things up, because he knows his time is short. He knows his time is short, man. He knows his time is short. So they gonna, and this is why he gonna come with deceit and everything else to these people, man. But it was something going on, in this vision where they had to, they was rounding people up, from your job, from your house, wherever you was at, they was rounding you up, man. So if you at work at that time, and who knows, it could be something like, where this dollar crash or and they got to switch over to this digital currency or, this charagma, and they're going to put you in a bind. You're going to be in a situation where you're going to have to make a choice. All right. But yeah, so that's the point of that, man. This devil know he has but a short time. Let me grab a few more. All right. And this, like I said, this that vision been on my mind, man. It's been on my mind, and I didn't want to just jump up and and get into it. I want to meditate on it. I've been meditating on it for the past couple days or whatever. And I'm at my job on my break, and the spirit's like, yo, just go on, hey man, go on to that vision. So I pray it's been edifying. Okay, and like I said, it's just a warning. I'm not saying that you're gonna be cast to a camp. Lord, I don't be cast to a camp, but I feel like that was the Lord, putting that in my spirit, in that dream, and having me do this video to warn the believers. Hey, this devil's about to move soon, man. All right, he's about to make his move. He's about to come down with great wrath. He's about to start locking brothers and sisters up. Who knows, And no matter what happens, trust in Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi. Trust in Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi. So it says, Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. It says, I know thy works. Let me get right to the point. Verse 10, it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Right, and I didn't have any fear. I was kind of like calm and collected, but I could feel the shift in the air. I can feel, they was going to start getting more and more hostile. Probably going to change those cops out for damn, Gurger troops or whatever, and then throw the cops in there too, probably. Take their guns and throw them in there too. But it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Right? So you're going to get cast into these camps, and you may have tribulation, be catching hell for like, a period of time, but be faithful unto death, even if you have to die, even if you have to die, in those camps, man. And they said that, it was one individual, they said if they they take you to those FEMA camps, don't go alive to those FEMA camps, man. Because basically saying how you ain't coming out alive. But we know the Lord is going to be with his men, with the true believers. It says, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. And that's the whole point, man. We got to overcome. Like you see right here, it says mandatory V's, mandatory RFIDs. Hey, you can't take that. And in a situation like this where people, are wanting to leave, they're under pressure, they're going to take it, man. Majority of people that say, oh, I ain't taking that, guess what? They're going to take it. Okay, and it's only through the spirit of Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi that we're not going to take this thing. So let me grab that next. Okay, it's only through the spirit of Yahweh BAHASHAM. That's why we do this, man. This is why we so on fire. Because we're trying to win brownie points with Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi, as the beloved Apostle Hart said. We're trying to win brownie points with Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi. So when this day comes, he finds mercy. He has mercy upon us. He delivers us. He doesn't allow us to get trapped and ensnared in these different situations, man. All right, when everybody else is going to get trapped in it, and a lot of them are going to die. All right, they're going to die in there. It says, Revelation chapter 3, verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And it's going to come upon the whole world. They're going to try you with this. All right, tell you that if you don't, take this charagma, that you're not gonna be able to leave, you're not gonna be able to do this, you're not gonna be able to get food, you're not going, and they say they was getting food delivered, but they probably not gonna feed you anymore. They probably not, you might, try to lay hands on you, and it's ultimately gonna go up to, them trying to behead you. They're gonna tell you everything they can to try to get you to take it, because they want you to denounce Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi, and a part of them trying to get you to take it is they're gonna, put fear in you, And this is why we can't fear. Scripture says the Lord did not give us the spirit of fear. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, that's suffering, which that's us. We are suffering, man. This ain't no cakewalk. We are suffering, and as time goes on, Lord, I can grab that too. Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven. This ain't gonna be no la-di-da-da, we enter the kingdom of heaven. No, we're gonna have to go through some shit, man. All right, and the Lord is girding, is preparing us for that. He's putting it in our spirits to be able to endure, This is why you catch the hell you catch. This is why you go through things you go through now. So the Lord can, He is molding you and hardening you for these days, because it's gonna get bad. You're gonna see dead bodies. You're gonna see heads roll. It says, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Don't let nobody take your crown, man. You know, whether it's Esau, you know, your family. Scripture says, you know, remember Lot's wife. A lot of individuals that they gonna wanna, you know, oh, I got a family, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, you know, to try to, you know, go back to their old life. And you know, hey man, you can't be looking back. All right, so let me grab this, because like I said, this ain't gonna be no walk in the park, man. We will be tried. That's what the Lord's preparing us for. It says, Acts 14, verse 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. That's why we exhort you to continue in the faith, you know, to seek YAHAWASHI, you know, to continue to believe. You know, this ain't a thing of, you know, casting, you know, men off. This is a thing of, you know, hoping that everybody, you know, that's meant to gets it and come into this thing, so that they, Lord, when they can be saved. You see? And we can be saved. It says, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High, right? So it's going to be a lot of hell. Like, you know, it's going to be a lot of hell we got to go through, man. Okay? It's going to be a lot of, you know, chaos. All right? And in that, you know, we're going to have to be men, you know? Stand firm for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Let me grab this. It says 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 68. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. They're gonna take you. You know, Scripture says, before these they shall lay hands on you. You know, try to lock us up. You know, bring us before these synagogues and these, you know, these elites and stuff. You know, they gonna lay hands on you. It says, and feed you, being idle. You're idle. You can't go anywhere. You can't move with things offered unto idols. You know, and that's why I feel like that I was getting ready in that dream. I felt that in the vision, bro. And like I woke up and I said, well, that's gonna happen. No, I felt that in the vision, that they were getting ready to bring those charagmas out. You know, order out of chaos type thing. Okay, you'd establish that order. You know, it says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. So you just consent, you just give in, and you just roll over, you know, and you know, give in, you're gonna be had in derision, man. In this video, you know, this scripture reminds me of that movie, War of the Planet of the Apes. I just watched it, you know, again the other day. You know, and you had those apes, you know, in that movie, War of the Planet of the Apes, which is new, one's coming out called Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which shows you that's talking about Jake. But in that movie, you know, those apes, they were cast into those, you know, they pretty much was put into FEMA camps. You know, if you can, you know, you can call it that. You know, the humans had captured all the apes and they was making them work. And the ape said himself, he said, they said that they were going to make us work before they kill us. So they had them working, and they pretty much was making them turn big rocks into little rocks, you know, for their purpose. But in that movie, you know, you had these particular apes, you know, a certain gorilla, you know, that had pretty much, you know, he had, you know, joined the allegiance with the humans, and you know, he pretty much came up against his own people, you know, his own kind. All right, but you're gonna have that too, a bunch of spies and agents among us. And he asked them, what did they offer you? And he said, you know, the ape said, which they called him donkey, you know, which means jackass. They had no respect for him. They was cussing him out, you know, they was disrespecting him. They was making him do all the grunt work, you know. So that's been had in derision. But he said that if they told me if I tell them where you guys were, they were going to spare my life. So you got particular guys that you may have met in this truth, you know, guys that may have fell out of this truth, you know, and they're going to be scared. So they're going to tell them, you know, they're going to tell them brothers, you know, turn into agents and spies, to try to seek to save their own life and then lose it anyways, you know. And in that movie, War of the Planet of the Apes, that donkey, that ape, you know, in the end, he had helped, you know, the main character or whatever, and then what happened after that? They had killed him. You see, so don't just be one of them guys that just give in and, you know, roll over and do, you know, do what they say, you know. Nah, bro, you're gonna have to, you know, stand firm for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But it says, it says, and trodden underfoot, for there shall be in every place and in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They're gonna come for the believers, man. They're going to get you other niggas too, but they really want the believers. They really want the elect. It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. You see? They says, for they shall waste and take away, it's like, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. So if you're in your house, they're going to cast you out of your house. You know, come in and take all your food and your water. You know? It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. You see, you're going to know who the true men of the Lord are, because they're going to stand firm. When everybody else buckling up, crying, snotty nose, these men are going to stand firm. All right? And if they have to die for YAHAWASHI, hey, you got to cut our heads, you know, we're going to get beheaded. And you're going to take our heads with a damn smile on it, because we know that we're going to be reunited with our Lord, and our works do follow us. All right, so all these works, we ain't doing this for nothing, man. We ain't doing this for clout, for views, for subscribers, you know, to make friends, to get approval and be liked. We're doing this for, you know, to get mercy from YAHAWASHI. It says, hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. So you get put up, even if you get cast into these camps, the Lord can still deliver you. I've had visions of me, you know, breaking out of these camps on many occasions. There was one dream I had where, you know, pretty much I had broke out with spiritual power. The Lord gave me that power, and they pretty much, you know, allowed me to break out. Another dream I had where I had, like, you know, I was fighting people. You know, I was coming out of that motherfucker. You know, I was taking heads off, man. I was literally just, you know, balling up my fist and just swinging my arm like a bat, beat, and knocking niggas' heads off, bro. And I had my niece in my hand, and you know, we was getting the hell up out of there. But it says here, you know, it says, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. So the Lord gonna guide us, man. All right, he's going to find a way, you know, to deliver us out of these situations if you believe. You know, if you serve in YAHAWASHI, if you true to the spirit of YAHAWASHI, you ain't got nothing to worry about, man. No matter how bad or how bleak it may look, hey, the Lord got us. You know, so that's the point, man. All right, I just want to touch on that real quick. You know, while I had that little bit of time, I pray it's been edifying to the hopeful elect. You know, we almost out of here, man. We almost out of here. Before we get out of here, we gonna have to go through some shit, bro. You know, there's gonna be a new level of hell, you know, set up on the earth. You know, like we just had that whole, you know, C9 shit. We coming to something worse than that, man. All right, so seek YAHAWASHI while he may be found. Repent every day. Like I said, it's just a warning, you know, through the spirit from YAHAWASHI. This may be closer than we think, bro. As a beloved elder pastor Hart coined this year, the hope for years of trouble, this may be closer than we think. You know, we may be in a situation where, like we get loud and making a but we may be in a situation where we might have to, you know, die for this truth. And if that be your lot, you know, fulfill it, you know, ain't like a man. All right. Well, that is for them. Shalom. I'm trying to show all about the world. The bond of the elders and the apostles, great man. Shalom.